So, I've done what was suggested. I continue to watch. And I've come with no little excitement to understand that baseball is a perfect metaphor for hope in a democratic society. Has to do with the rules of play, has to do with the mode of enforcement of those rules, has to do with certain nuances and grace notes of the game. First, there's that remarkable symmetry of everything. All those threes and multiples of threes, calling attention to, virtually making a fetish out of the game's noble equality. Equality that is of opportunity. Everyone's given exactly the same chance. And the opportunity to exercise that chance at his own pace. There's none of that scurry, that relentlessness that mark other games like basketball, football, hockey. I've never watched basketball, football, or hockey. I don't think I like them. Well, I might, but it's not the same because in baseball, what I mean to say, in baseball there's no clock. There's no clock. What can be more generous than to give everybody all these opportunities and the time to seize them in as well. And with each turn at the plate, there's a possibility of turning that situation to your favor. Down to the very last try. And justices are ranged around the park to study and assess the play. And if a justice errs, you can have an appeal. It's invariably turned down, but that's part of what makes the metaphor so right. Because even in the most well thought of systems, error is inevitable. Within the fairest of paradigms, fairness can sneak back in. And baseball is better than democracy. At least than the democracy that we practice in this country, because unlike democracy, baseball acknowledges loss. Now, conservatives will tell you, leave things alone and no one will lose. And liberals will tell you, interfere a lot and no one will lose. Baseball says, someone will lose. Not only says it, but insists upon it. So, baseball achieves the tragic vision that democracy evades and embodies. Democracy is lovely, but baseball is more mature. Another thing I like is the home run trot. Not that mad dash around the bases when it's an inside the park home run. I don't think I've ever seen an inside the park home run. I'm talking about that gentle canter when the baseball has been crushed, it's missing, and there's no doubt about the outcome. What I like about it is it's so unnecessary. The ball's gone, no one's going to bring it back, and can anyone imagine a player who's capable of launching a ball 400 feet will somehow fail to touch a base when he's running uninterrupted? I mean, for all intents and purposes, at that moment, play has come to an end. Now, if duration of play is an issue, and I've come to believe that duration of play is an issue, the sensible thing to do would be to say, yes, the ball's gone, put another point on the score, and send the next batter to the plate. But that's not what happens. Instead, the game is suspended for a celebration. A man rounds 4 bases, and if he's on the home team, the crowd has a catharsis. And by the way he runs, you learn something about the man. And by the way they cheer, you learn something about the crowd. And I like this because I don't believe in God. Or well, don't know about God or about any of that metaphysical murk. Yes, I like to believe that something about being human is good. That what's best about us is manifested in our desire to show respect for one another, for what we can be. And that's what we do in our ceremonies, isn't it? Honor ourselves as we pass through time. But it seems to me that to conduct this ceremony, not before a game or after a game, but in the very heart of a game, well, does any other game do that? That's baseball.
Yeah.